Hey guys, I wanted to walk you through your notes today. The last couple of days and last week, we were graphing lines given a slope intercept and a slope and a y-intercept. So today we're going to do the opposite of that. Is we're going to be given a line and we are going to write the equation. So if you go to slide 2, after you've made a copy, don't forget to add this to your math folder. You'll click up here in the folder and add it. If you haven't created a math folder for me, which I think both of my new students have, you just go to your Google Drive and create a math folder. This allows you to access your information whenever you're like on a quiz that you're allowed to use Open Notes or on an assignment that you might need help with. You can find all of the things that we've added to our math folder there. So just a reminder, the equation that we are working with is called the slope-intercept equation. Reason why it's called a slope-intercept is we are given the slope and we're given the y-intercept in the form of an equation. So for this one, I have to remember that slope is the number in front of the x, and we typically call that the letter the letter m, and the y-intercept is the letter b. It's the number that's by itself. So I have two equations down here, y equals negative x plus 7 and y equals 2/3 x minus 2. All I'm asking you on this slide to do is identify the slope and the y-intercept. So for this first one, the slope is that number in front of x. Whenever I don't see the number, remember that is a 1. And because there's a negative sign there, it's -1. And for the y-intercept, it's the number that's standing alone, so this one is 7. Over here, I've got 2/3 in front of the x, so it's 2/3, meaning I will rise 2 and run 3. And my y-intercept, because it's a minus sign, is -2. All you do for these. So what I have on the next 4 slides is I've given you a graph, and you have to determine what the y-intercept is, what the slope is, and then put it in that equation form. So firstly, I like to start with the y-intercept. Where does it cross the y-axis? This point is 0. And my slope, here's where it's going to get a little tricky depending on what we're given. I don't have a clear point. We've been practicing finding them. They form a little T right here. Here's a point right here. So I need to know how much from here to here this goes up and over. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3. It rises 3 and runs over 1. So my slope is 3/1. And I'm okay if you leave it like this. Alex might not, so we'll have to talk about that when we get there. So my equation is y equals 3/1x. And then I would typically write plus something, so I'm going to show you what that would look like, plus 0. However, this is not good math format. So what we'll do is we'll delete the plus 0 because we don't need to show it. And 3 divided by 1, if I type that in my calculator, is just 3. So this is technically my final answer. That's it. I'm going to do one more with you on notes, and then I'm going to talk you through the assignments. So same thing is happening here. My y-intercept is 1 because it's 1 unit up from 0. And then here's where it's going to get a little tricky. I have to find another point. So right here, it doesn't cross perfectly. Right here, it doesn't cross and make a little T. My line doesn't do that. Right there's close. It's all the way down here at this like 5. So it's 5, -2. There's a dot right there. It makes a T when I'm looking at the blue line crossing the gray lines. So how much does this point travel down and over? So it travels down 1, 2, 3. And so notice I said the word down, that's -3 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my slope is -3/5. So my equation is y equals -3/5x plus 1, because it's a 1 right there. And there's your answer. So I want you to give these two a try. This one's going to be a little tricky. To find my slope, I have to actually go up and backwards to find this point here. So keep that in mind. If you have questions about that, please ask, but I'm kind of giving you a note right here. You're going to go up 2 and back 3. So I'm using that word back, which is rise over run. So it's going to be a negative answer, and the 3 is going to be on bottom. So I hope that helps. I wanted to show you what your assignment is. I think you're actually going to like it a little bit better. So you're going to log on to Alex, and it should pop up as a reminder. I'm not forcing it to make you do this right away because some of you have topics to do. So you have to click on it to do it. So sorry, my phone is ringing. I'll answer that in a minute. You are going to just do the slope and the y-intercept. And then same thing for here. When you get to the other questions, you're going to write the equation given the slope and the y-intercept. And then the last 3, you are going to graph given the slope and the y-intercept, and then write the equation. At any point, if you need help with anything, please email me, and I can check in with you right away. And then I also have a Zoom session on Thursday at 12:30. Okay, have a great day, guys.